Hello, everyone. You can't see me yet, but I just want to welcome you and say that we will wait that everybody connect and we will start shortly. Thank you. See you, talk to you very soon. Hi, everyone, everybody. I open my camera because it's more friendly to see each other because it has been a long time no see. But today you were 100 people who registered to the for this first relaunch OHSS membership meeting. We are very glad. So for the moment, you are about 30 people attending, but I'm sure people are going to come step by step. But so I think what is important to say is that the main aim of this membership meeting is that it's about really meeting each other and get to know more about each other. You are from all over the place, so we have members from Peru to Jordan, from USA to Tanzania, from France to Indonesia, and more. We then start, we will start to ask you to introduce yourself also in the chat. If you can quickly put your name, your discipline, your interests in general regarding One Health and social science, of course, and also where you are from. So some information is that you can ask any question anytime, but for that you should use the Q&A part of the system. But if you wish to offer comments, then you can use the chat. Voilà, I hope. So what also we need to tell you is that for us it's kind of the first time using this GoToWebinar system because it has been reformed too, and so it might be a bit messy how we manage the system itself. Hopefully, everything will go smoothly. But apologies in advance. We will do better next time. Don't worry. We will practice more and more. So going further, I think it's important to first of all introduce ourselves, the ones who are in fact behind the scene. So I'm Séverine Theys. I'm a health anthropologist working in the One Health movement since 2009. I'm originally from Belgium, but now I'm based in France. I'm working at CIRAD, which is International Center of Research in Agronomy and Development. And I'm currently one of the co-chair of OHSS. And I leave the floor to my co-chair, my partner in crime, Wendy Rip.
Thank you, Séverine. Hi, I'm Wendy Ribb. I'm a professor at St. Petersburg College, located in St. Petersburg College, Florida, United States. I am a veterinarian. I am also an anthropologist. My passion is developing curriculum and courses that embrace advanced veterinary nursing. We're currently working on developing a new course introducing One Health to our veterinary nursing students. I'm thrilled to be co-chair of this wonderful group. I became co-chair last year, and Séverine will be talking a little bit about what we've been doing for our activities for this past year, and we're super excited to have this relaunch of the general membership meeting. Thanks. We also want to introduce our third partner in crime today, which is Dr. Debbie Stowen, who has stepped up to help us with our webinars and memberships.
Yeah, welcome everyone. So happy to be here with you all. I am a veterinarian and social worker and have a PhD in epidemiology. And I'm involved in a lot of educational initiatives, and in becoming a part of One Health Social Sciences, I decided this was my area of strength to draw on, and I'm so happy to be able to share with you within my role as the webinars and presentations working group leader.
Thank you, both of you. Also, if you feel that the screen with the presentation is too small, you have a button in the bottom, which is called Active Cameras. And if you click on, you can choose to put the cameras on the side, above, and make your so the parts of the presentation itself bigger. I hope you will find a way. So I will continue by saying that this meeting is being recorded and will be available on our OHSS webpage, but also if you take the initial registration, I have problem to say registration, but the link to register to this meeting, you can just click back on that and then again register, and you will have access to the recording. Our today's agenda is going to have a moment of welcoming. We will also have a mini presentation with our special guest. So the idea of this membership meeting is that every time we will have one invited speaker who is going to talk for 10 minutes about a topic. And today we are thrilled to have Dr. Cheryl Stroud, who is going to give this talk. After that, we will have information updates about what we have been doing all this time behind the scene. And then also an update about our working group. Groups, I should put a S because there are 7 of them. And then we will have a session on Q&A, question and answer, and then a closing session. But before going to dive into the real actual meeting, I will ask you if you could. We try to have a poll before we start. and that is going to be, if I go to the pool, I will launch the tool, and I will ask you to, all of you, answer to this question. Is this the first OHSS meeting you have been attending? So just to have an idea if it's your first ever OHSS meeting, including the webinars, to be more integrated. So I leave a bit of time for that. For you, in the meantime, I will continue the presentation. I don't know if you see my screen. I will wait for we are 45 people, and I'm waiting that you all answer the poll, the question, and I think we are about to reach. And so you are quite, it's like 50-50 who did attend, most of you haven't attend the OHSS meeting. And I'm glad to see familiar faces. So I will end the pool and share the results, just for, I don't know what is going to do with the system, but 56% is the first time, and for 44% it's not the first time. Okay, so it's good that we are doing it. And now I will introduce our invited speaker, Dr. Cheryl Stroh, that many of you know already. She is a veterinarian with a PhD in endocrine physiology and a passion for conveying the urgency of implementing One Health thinking, acting and decision-making at all levels of academia, research, clinical practice, government, and policy. She has enjoyed professional experiences in industry, but also in academic research and teaching, in private veterinary practice, and as a One Health practitioner herself. So since 2013, Cheryl has served as Executive Director of One Health Commission, a 501c3 nonprofit organization, churched in Washington, D.C., and headquartered in Central North Carolina. And today, she will provide an overview of the OHSS from its beginnings to where it is today and what might be envisioned for tomorrow. Cheryl, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Séverine. Give me just a second to figure out this taking the screen thing. I am so excited to be here and to have you guys ready to relaunch and really activate this membership. So tell me if you're able to see my screen now.
Yes, we do.
Okay, and Wendy, I'm going to ask that you turn everybody's cameras off for just a moment, and we can turn them back on later. And I'm going to turn mine off right now so that we can just focus on the slides. So this has been such a labor of love for so many people, and I just want to give you a little bit of this background. Make sure we can slide advance here. One of the take-home, Wendy, your camera's still on. So one of the take-home messages that I always say in every presentation I make is that no one profession can know everything, and that the needed collaborations we need to address many of our most wicked problems are not going to be mandated from above. They're not going to just magically happen in our current systems. They're going to start with relationships. And we need those relationships across our disciplines. It's kind of what we're doing here today. So bear that in mind anytime you're talking about or working in this One Health space. It's an incredibly important point. So here at the One Health Commission, if you're not familiar with us, if this is one of your first times, please visit the website and you can check out this 2021 annual report. Was a really good overview of what we've been doing since about 2013, 2014. One of the most important things to note, though, is the vision. That the One Health Commission envisions a world in which the interconnectedness of animals, environment, plants, and people is deeply and systemically recognized, valued, and acted upon in all decision making. So that's our vision, and that's what is driving a lot of what we have done. And if you look at the One Health High Level Expert Panel's new definition for One Health, you'll notice that there's this circled area, the need for collaboration, communication, coordination, all for capacity building for One Health. And interestingly, since about 2014, the One Health Commission's strategic priorities have been connecting One Health stakeholders to create teams and networks that work together across disciplines to educate about One Health and One Health issues. I'm telling you all this to lay the groundwork for how the One Health Social Sciences group really came to be. We do seek to catalyze a global shift in decision making, and it's a huge job that takes all of us from so many arenas and so many levels of organization. But one of the main important things that the Commission sees itself doing is providing opportunities for individuals, groups, organizations to get involved in leading for One Health. Many people were very passionate about One Health, but they didn't have an opportunity to get involved, maybe from their day job. And also, one of the most important things I think that we can do is to facilitate and support in any way that we can the efforts of One Health groups and individual champions all over the world. So with that groundwork laid and realizing that there are so many organizations and individuals around the world working for One Health, we looked around. And even with, noticing for One Health Day that we started in 2016, and we're now going into our 9th year this year of One Health Day. We'll mention it again later. But as we looked around, we realized that we weren't sharing information across all those organizations very well. We weren't communicating very well. Often the left hand didn't know what the right hand was doing. So we started this newsletter trying to gather information from all over the world. And one of the most exciting things we did was to facilitate the creation of the ISOHA, the International Student One Health Alliance, which is its own independent entity. And we're so proud to see what they've been able to do. And we facilitate and support that in any way. But we realized that in spite of so many publications about the economic benefits of One Health that were coming often out of the scientific arena, we really didn't, there weren't that many economists really involved in this, and they were incredibly needed. And also in our awareness of the human-animal bond and from public health, we realized we didn't have that many, we didn't have that many behaviorists or social scientists or psychologists or psychiatrists involved. We realized we needed social scientists involved, and that's been for quite a while. So apologies there. I seem to have a frog climbed into my throat. So it was like manna from heaven. It was amazing that the universe made this happen. In 2017, within about 2 weeks, first, Jennifer Ida reached to me. She's she had just finished her master's in anthropology, and she wanted to know, how can we get more social scientists involved in One Health? And within about 2 weeks of that, Lisa Webb reached to me and said, how can we get more social scientists involved in One Health? So Lisa was is a clinical psychologist. She runs a clinical psychology practice, and she had learned about One Health and realized how incredibly important it is, especially because she has a real strong interest in an environment. And I often tell people environment is not just the rooms and the physical spaces we inhabit, but it's also also a social environment. So the environment has many parameters itself. So I connected those two ladies, and we started a conversation about what could we do to really help bring more social scientists into this conversation and bring One Health to more social scientists. And within a very short time, we realized that we could start this working group that would engage social scientists and bring One Health and One Health opportunities to social scientists. So we started it in 2018. We've had many subgroups. The OHSS has led over 30 webinars. You can see them in the library. You'll notice that the OHSS itself, even before the OLIP's new definition, had already decided that collaboration, communication, and coordination were extremely important. The OHSS has grown a listserv to over 1,000 people from around the world. It's built a library of One Health and social sciences related publications that is continuing to grow, compiled a list of journals that publish One Health and social science relevant articles. It's mapped scientists who are already incorporating One Health and social scientist concepts, and many of these are social scientists themselves, and provided opportunities for relationships that have led to the One Health Network and COVID-19 survey, and Laura Stryker's work with the Uganda Rural Water Initiative, or RUWICA, that we'll mention again in just a moment. So this has been a very exciting initiative. The pandemic obviously got in the way of a lot of things, this being one of them, but the need and the drive and the people who are interested in this, like yourselves on this meeting, they're still there, and it's incredibly important that we continue this conversation and continue finding the things that we can do. The One Health Social Scientists conversation and effort can be a strategy for advancing equity. And this is Laura Stryker down here in the bottom left corner. I was just about to tell you about the further leadership. She was quite involved, and she came in right after Jennifer and Lisa and got really involved in leading. So part of what we have been able to do then is back in 2021, I think it was, the World Health Organization's GORN, the global the global organization for, I'm forgetting the acronym now, for bringing in people, advisors, to be prepared in emergencies. And so we were able to actually launch a survey to try to find out what people in the One Health space had been doing to help with the COVID-19 pandemic, and that included social scientists. So I seem to have missed a slide somewhere along the way, because I actually had a slide that had all the leaders on it. I may go back and look for it in a moment. So we discovered in that survey that a lot of people felt like being part of a One Health network was really important. It was very, in this data, it was positively associated with self-reported involvement in the COVID-19 response and activities. And you can see in this contingency table that's showing the association that we found, that if you're part of a One Health network, no matter what arena you're from, you're often better connected, and you're finding out opportunities and needs that you can step in and help with. So that was one of the offshoots and outcomes of our efforts. The value to social scientists, one of the questions was, how do you value being part of a One Health network? And everybody agreed that it was increased public awareness and networking, and a place for trusted information and links to popular media, information about career opportunities and training, and opportunities to contribute in ways that they might not be able to do in their day jobs, in their everyday work. And so this question here, with the graph, we actually pulled out the social scientists' responses on the question of, to what extent has participating in a One Health network helped you? And you'll notice that, what is this, almost 40-something% said that they thought it was very important, and so it was a nice distribution of people. Some people who were participating had not been really deeply involved in networks, so they didn't really fully understand the opportunities. But this is just one of our efforts to bring the social sciences forward. One of the working groups that has spun off is the One Health Social Sciences Food Safety and Food Security, which is led by Randa Bazzi and a whole group of individuals from all over the world. And already that group has led 17 webinars itself, and it's led a little research survey about food safety awareness. And they're about to engage as a group in the quadripartite antimicrobial resistance multi-stakeholder platform. So one of the things to think about when you get involved in a group like this is it often provides you a platform to get involved in other further networking opportunities that can be really valuable to your own work and even sometimes to your own career path. So I guess I mentioned how important leadership is. It's all about the leaders. And so this is the group, the Food Safety and Food Security Leadership Group. And I am going to have to go back and look for that slide that I wanted to share with you guys. I just want to quickly highlight some of the opportunities and resources for you guys that are brought forward for everybody in social sciences group and the whole world. So I would like to urge and make sure that the One Health Social Sciences activities actually get posted for One Health Day on the map. It's pretty amazing to watch how people all over the world are leading in their localities for One Health and teaching about One Health and One Health issues. So you guys definitely, we need to make sure that the OHSS gets their activities posted on that map. And also the One Health Awareness Month is January. It'd be awesome to see more social scientists posting social media in January for bringing awareness to their arenas in social sciences. And there's a One Health Education Group US that's actually trying to find ways to incorporate One Health starting even earlier than universities, really started and actively introducing this concept to primary and secondary school children. So that's an opportunity you could get involved in. I want to make sure you're aware of the opportunities bulletin board that you can post to and find things. So if you're looking for a certificate program or a master's or PhD program that is framed in One Health, and also sharing knowledge if you're working in academia, if it would be beneficial to you to have core competencies. There's a compilation of that we've put together. Please let us know if you know of others. Maybe if you're working in policy, and it would be nice to have publications in your hip pocket when you go talk to policymakers, be sure that you're aware of the benefits of that. So I often do refer to One Health as a ray of hope. All these areas that you see on this slide are areas that we can work in, and the social sciences are incredibly important for all of them. Those of us working in the biological sciences realized a long time ago that we know a lot, but we do not know everything. We do not have all the answers. We need the social scientists and the behaviorists to be involved. So bear with me just a moment. I'm going to run back through my slides and find the slide that I missed, because I really want to point out all the incredible leaders. There they are. I missed this somehow. So you can see that in 2017 is when Jennifer and Lisa first came forward and said, how can we get more social scientists involved? And then Laura, Dr. Streicher, stepped in and was an incredible force behind also helping drive this group. Veronica Ormia and Helena Chapman and Bernardo were very active in some of those first small working groups and sustaining kind of through the early part of the pandemic. Severine, we were so thrilled that Severine stepped forward to get involved. We came in and joined this group in 2021. Now you can see that Bernardo and Helena and Veronica have been serving in an advisory capacity, because now these things evolve and people can dedicate more time to it at different points in their lives and careers. And so now Severine and Wendy are leading, and we've got all over here. I just ran out of space on the slide to really share. I would love to put images for all the people that are involved in these small working groups. So you've met Deb. I hope Randa's on the call here. I hope maybe, I haven't seen the people list here in a moment or two, but I'm hoping maybe Lisa Webb was thinking about joining us. So I have shared all this with you just because it's so incredibly important that we understand why this is important, what you're doing here with this social sciences group, and get some idea of the history. So thank you very, very much, and I'll send the screen back to you, Severine.
Thank you very much, Cheryl. You couldn't introduce best the rest of this meeting. Just some logistical information. We apparently have a problem with the chat that is not functioning. So for all the comments, question, and information that we asked, so about your name, where you are from, your interests, you can do it in the question and answer part. And now I'm back to share my screen. So I won't go back there because Cheryl has really drive us through the whole process. Just to mention again that there has been several steps, several activities, and several type of governance, knowing that all that is all on voluntary based. That's maybe why sometimes we are not, always following a rhythm very perfectly, that there are some up and down. Also, yeah, I would like to thank a lot our advisory group. We also need to, because it's new, we also need to find a way to better use all their experience and advisory for the next for this year and the next one. And so now more about today. So we wanted to go and use more a participative process in order to refund OHSS. So about the fact that there is this new governance format, so 2 co-chairs, an advisory group, and then co-leaders of different working groups. The activity is also changed in the fact that we wanted to go more to develop action-based working groups in addition of the more research-based ones. So by that we meant that we thought that it was important to have, like Debbie is doing, a group focusing on the webinars activity, the presentation, and be free to decide which format, who to invite, how to invite, etc. And that took it well. And so in this participative process, we were very helped thanks to Naoru Chang, which is a sociologist working at the University of Glasgow. We use the theory of change thanks to him, and we organized 2 OHSS participative meetings where we try to reflect on different aspects. And one of them was about also to what kind of outputs we are looking for now. So who are the individuals, the community, the networks and organization we can help or influence the most? Also, what needs to change for us to achieve our mission? And what change may be more immediate, and which ones are longer term? So all that we try to reflect on. And we also, I can go back about how we also, when we decide about the working groups, we try to push further to try to ask what is the purpose of those working groups, the background, but also to develop their objectives and mainly their activities. But going back to one of the outputs we got from this participative process is to also try to expand more about the mission and vision, which was initiated in 2017 when OHSS was born. So I won't go through the rational mission vision, but mainly the OHSS mission was to strengthen the network of individuals who incorporate social science concepts, methods in research application and community initiative that link human, animal, and environmental health. The vision was to have a global community with the capacity to incorporate the One Health approach through social science concepts and methods. And now the new reformed OHSS mission and vision is that we want to strengthen and expand the network of individuals, groups, institutions, and also associations that incorporate the concepts, the methods, and also the insights of social science, as well as, and that's the addition we wanted to add, is adding the humanities and arts in those research and community initiatives that link human, animal, and environmental health. And about our OHSS new vision is that we envision a world in which all practicing social scientists recognize and embrace an interconnected One Health way of thinking and decision making. And social scientists are always, from the outset, included in all aspects of One Health education, research, and outreach initiatives. That's quite ambitious, I acknowledge, but voilà, that's an vision, and that's what is driving us to take care, to drive this OHSS initiative. But there are more to come. We would like to relaunch the webinar, so that's going to be very soon. And we also want to, because we need one, a logo. So we will launch a logo contest very soon in order to really have a mark where we can distribute and be maybe more visible, not visual. So going back to the working groups updates. So today we have 7 working groups. 2 are more from a research-based aspect. So we have this very, very active one, which is food safety and food security. There are different, there are many co-leaders, but the main driver, the one who has the driving seat is Handa Hamad, who is from the One Health Alliance of Jordan. Then we have a previous working group, which was about infectious disease, and that is taking over the leading part is taking over by Oliver Cambere, who is now a PhD student at the University of Montreal. And but we need to reactivate this working group. So we are in the process to try to refund also this working group. And now among the action-based one, we have 5 of them. One is the membership mentoring. The other one is the New Horizons, the webinars and presentation, the special publication, and a working group grants and funding. And I will now give the floor to maybe, I don't know if Nicolas is there to talk about the membership and mentoring group. I think everyone can open their own mic and camera. And I don't know. Yes, Nicola is there. Great. Welcome, Nicolas.
Thank you very much, Severin. Yeah, and hi, everyone. My name is Nicholas Ngwili. I'm a postdoctoral scientist at the International Livestock Research Institute. We have offices in Nairobi, Addis, and other regions of the world. I majorly work under the One Health Education Research, Education, and Outreach Center in Africa, which is hosted at IRRI, where I mainly work under the neglected zoonotic disease theme. So I'm going to, I wonder whether I'm able to share screen.
Okay,
No?
yeah, I will make you presenter. Wait, I will stop sharing mine. Stop sharing, and I will go through trying to find you. And then you are Nicola, and then yeah, perfect. And I make you presenter so you can share your screen.
Yes. Give me a second. Yeah.
And I will.
You're able to see the screen with Papa's background?
Yes.
Severin?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So I just wanted to quickly walk you through what this working group on membership and mentoring do or envisage to be doing. We started sometimes last year. It's of course very challenging because people are busy with the different roles, and also the aspect of finding the appropriate time to meet because of the different time zones. We co-lead this with Catherine Dalton from the US, and therefore, of course, becomes complicated sometimes to get together. But I'm happy we've managed to do a number of meetings which got us started by first preparing this document, which really gives the purpose. And our main goal is to foster collaborations across OHSS members, and we aim to do this by creating awareness, and also ensuring that resources are shared across members from different career levels. One other important thing is also recruitment, or leading recruitment drives for new members. So just quickly, in terms of the objectives, one, we aim to create a membership directorate which is accessible to all members. And I think with support from Sivrin, I've seen already this is active. And just to give an update there, we've started sharing this across institutions. I've started within our organization, IRRI, which as launch pool of people from across different backgrounds, and I've already seen some action there in terms of people putting their names down as active members. That's a positive thing. The other bit which we haven't done a lot, and we pick momentum on that, is trying to identify mentors and trying to link them to mentees, and just create that kind of, get them talking already, and helping the mentors helping the mentees. And then, of course, is leverage the membership directorate and various social media outlets to promote OHSS activities. One bit I mentioned, and I wonder maybe this is something we can discuss with Sifrin, although time might not be on our side. We have the World One Health Congress coming up in September in Cape Town, South Africa. And I will be attending, I hope. And I was hoping we can put something through for the bigger ones, health social science initiative. And for the people who will be there, we can have a poster and have somebody at the stand just to promote what we do, and also try to drive membership. And then the other bit is encourage One Health social science awareness among young scientists. So those are the objectives we aim to achieve. But of course, as I mentioned, we have challenges because of the different geographical and backgrounds, and also interests, which make it hard sometimes to have to have people come together. Also, finding mentors is not easy. People who can dedicate time to mentoring young scientists is not always easy. But of course, we'll keep working hard to try and create the awareness for this initiative. Yeah, so I think that is basically what I wanted to mention. It's been, as I said, tough to find enough time to put onto this, but we commit to keep working hard to promote this initiative. Thank you.
No, thank you to you, Nicholas, and thank you to Catherine, who couldn't be here, but you are a great team, and we really, yeah, you are right to raise the. I forgot that it was so soon, this One Health World Conference, but we definitely need to be present and show what we are doing there. Thank you, but we will organize a meeting to discuss about that.
Thank you.
So thank you very much, Nicolas. So I open my camera that this is more friendly. But so now we have the new Horizon working groups, and I invite Colleen and Scott to share. Hello, to share a word about what is it about, and also what are the needs. Also, yeah, I want to mention that all these working groups are welcoming new members, and if you are interested, you are really welcome to contact us, or directly to the OHSS email address, or to them directly, and I will give you maybe later on their email address. But I give the floor to Colleen. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to be quick here, and Scott and I have a couple of notes to share, and then if Scott, you want to add anything or anyone has any questions. So the New Horizon group is made up of Scott with a background in economics, I think 45 years, and myself, I'm in public health and sociology. And our original purpose was identified as identifying and creating interconnectivity between institutions and organizations that are involved in One Health. So this can include global health, national health, environmental policy, and of course, the social sciences. Our aim is to create a real-time documentation of One Health programs within social science institutions and also the expertise within them. So this is understanding that the identification of these intersections are going to provide opportunities to expand awareness of One Health, because that's so important, as it's been said, as well as identify both the strong collaboration as well as where gaps may exist. So in really simple terms, this group is about making connections and making others in the social science areas related to One Health aware of how they might contribute, because I think we all know that people don't really see how they fit in here, though they're likely doing it already. So it's about us, is about making those connections and maybe a little bit of knowledge translation in there. In practice, this has not been as simple for Scott and I. This just can go in so many areas, and we've had lots of discussions. And the direction that we were given was to go beyond in this environmental scan type approach, which is where we were in the beginning. It really focused on application or on the ground. So again, Scott and I have had lots of varied conversations, and collectively, the question we came upon or ended with was, and this can be changed, but this is kind of just where we are, is what is the value added to various social science discipline-based interventions to a One Health program, and perhaps vice versa as well. And we were thinking about doing this through a series of case studies and looking at how each individual social science discipline can contribute or does contribute to One Health programming. And ones we identified were economics, sociology, anthropology, political science, psychology, education, geography, and Scott kindly put Zue in there because I'm super interested in that side of One Health. These case studies we want to be based on actual examples of where a discipline has contributed to One Health program, or they could be hypothetical as well if there's something doesn't exist, but we feel that something probably does exist. Using the results of these case studies is then to develop a detailed theory of change and to see how this all fits into that larger framework with that goal. This theory of change will show how different social science discipline-based activities can contribute to the 3 pillars of One Health, which we all know are animal, human, and environmental health. And again, the linkages between each of these pillars. And then we thought the practical part was making this an article or writing a blog, maybe on LinkedIn, like Scott suggested, doing some kind of call out to do that. And then even when Cheryl shared at the beginning, that One Health newsletter is super long. Maybe we do something like that, or a variety of these things. Other than that, we haven't moved much further beyond that. I think we've also discussed and said it would be really nice to have a third co-leader to help us move this forward to where we are now, and definitely committee members. And again, we can do a call out for these, but I think a few more people than just us would be really good. And yeah, that's it. Scott, did I miss anything?
Thanks, Colleen. I think you've done a really good job of summarizing where we are. Well, one thing I just wanted to add, and it's a little bit more my bias, is that I'm thinking that what we might achieve, or at least one of the outcomes of what we might achieve, is the actual sort of programmatic relationship between individual social science disciplines and One Health programs. That's to say, not just sort of talk about it, but actually say, if you're developing a One Health oriented program, what would be the contribution potentially of anthropology or economics or sociology or geography or whatever? And in terms of interventions and programs that they could contribute to forward and support a One Health project. So it's more than just sort of talking about what's potential, but actually thinking about what the actual interventions, what the actual actions might be. And one thing that we've considered, it's a little bit sort of out there eventually, is once we get this sort of idea of what the different contributions, potential contributions of the different social sciences are on One Health, to integrate that into a what I what I refer to as a theory of change, or a sort of framework for how those individual disciplines can contribute concretely to the objectives of moving forward One Health. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I can't wait to also be part of that, and I hope that some of the members today will join the New Horizon, because for us, for Wendy and I, it's quite key to, besides of course the webinars, the meetings, but really get our hands in the mud. I think it would be very great. So now I give the floor to Debbie, who is going to explain a bit more about this working group webinars and presentation.
Yes, hello there. Yes. Yeah, with this group, right now I'm the only person on this team, and a team isn't one. So if anyone is interested, I welcome you to connect with me. All the groundwork for this group has already been put into place. With the exception, as you can see, that this technology and platform is new to us, so we are experiencing some problems today, and I do apologize for that. But all the groundwork has been put into place, and what this group is all about is offering opportunities for people who are interested in One Health social sciences, the humanities, and the arts, all of us to be able to learn from other people that have their own expertise in various areas. And so it's nearly like continuing education webinars that we'd like to offer. And within this too, it also expands our opportunity to come to know one another and connect with people with similar interests. So our goal is to have 3 webinars, educational webinars per year. And another part of the goal of this particular group, of course, is to be able to support the people who are the committee, the membership and meetings committee, to be able to have these bi-monthly meetings, so that, again, it gives you the opportunity to connect, and also have a little bit of a mini learning opportunity, like introduce a topic like Cheryl presented today, which gives us some room for conversation. And we're hoping too to have breakout rooms in the future, so that you can actually have these conversations and get to know each other that way. Another goal of ours is to work with the grants and funding group, because we like to be able to support ways to build some funding, so that we can get some of you people out at conferences and venues, be able to provide a financial means of support, or perhaps bring a few people out as a panel on that. And we'd also like to identify different conferences and venues around the world that that offer learning opportunities for the One Health social sciences to make them available to you. So to expand your understanding of where you could go perhaps and present and or connect with others in your field. So that's basically it there in a nutshell. I don't want to use up too much time. I think we only have about 5 minutes left, so we'll pass it on. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Debbie. Indeed, I realize that time is running, so I hope you will have time to stay a bit longer. If not, we apologize, but what was important is to present all what and update you, and maybe the more networking chatting will take place next time. We will make sure to have enough room for that, but still, it's not over. So I give now the floor to Wendy, who is going to talk about the special publication group and the grants and funding group.
Hey everyone. So these, just to mention that the Special Publications Group is being run by Delia Randolph. Initially, her vision was that we would actually try and have our own issue that encompassed One Health. Since then, she's working on trying to identify existing journals and asking for an existing journal to feature a special issue. She is a group of one. She wasn't here today. And Debbie, who just spoke, is going to be working on developing a survey that we'll be sending to all attendees with the names of all these working groups. And you'll be able to designate whether you're interested in joining one of them.
You are
So
froze,
that
Wendy.
has been evolving, and that we're looking for more members in that group because it's one of the ones that we consider the heartbeat of giving this group the funding that it needs to not only hire some administrative function on a part-time basis, but also to actually provide for members to go to other conferences, as Debbie mentioned. One of the things that this group really wants to do is we want to make sure that we are present not only at One Health designated conferences, but at social science conferences where One Health needs to be introduced. So those are two other groups that we're hoping you'll be interested in engaging and will appear on the survey that Debbie is developing. Severine, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. To complete these grants and funding is also about maybe looking for some support for all the more communication parts because both of us are really not good at managing well a web page and so on, the newsletters and so maybe we also try to see if we can find funding for all that support. So now I give the floor to Randa of food safety and food security leader. I don't know if Randa is
Hello.
here or someone from the group. Yeah,
Yes.
she's here.
Can
Please
you hear
go
me?
ahead. Yes, we hear you well. Thank you. Welcome.
Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for your nice introduction about our awesome team. Do you want me to share my screen or just briefly summarize our activity? Um, okay. So since maybe we don't have enough time, we would like just to share a few or a summary about our upcoming plan for 2024. And in the chat box, we will share our profile. We have our in the YouTube channel. So in January, we worked on analyzing the data of our research which is in a capsule way about food safety and food security in One Health approach. And also we did a One Health awareness. We have celebrated the One Health Awareness Month through a One Health training. It was about 3 days, and we have discussed One Health, food safety, and food security issues in different aspects. In February, we worked on working on the analysis of the data. Then on March, we have finalized the analysis, and we did our first food safety webinar with Professor Omar Khan. He is expert on food safety issues in low and middle income countries. In April, during this month, we're working on our risk assessment plan for slaughterhouse, and also we're working on finalizing the analysis and our research. And we are going to have an upcoming webinar about food safety also, but the implemented One Health policies in food safety and food security sector, which is going to be on the 21st of April. Also, we have discussed about our presence in the antimicrobial resistance platform of the quadripartite, we hope that we're going to participate, and Professor Marcella, Professor Caesar are going to represent us. On May, we're going to have another food safety and food security webinar, and we're going to have a food safety, food security training, but this time in Spanish with the Professor Marcella. And we're planning to finalize also our previous research. On June, we're going to work on finalizing our risk assessment and celebrate together the food safety event. Also, we're going to have a plan for the One Health Day, which is going to be in November, as we have celebrated that last year. And also, we're going to have another plan for the World Antimicrobial Awareness Week, which is going to be held on November. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sorry, I wanted to tell you that you could share your slide, but when I tried to share mine, I couldn't speak. Anyway, we are learning so much.
No, that's okay, Professor. I'm gonna share our YouTube. We have a profile in our YouTube channel, so you can watch it whenever you want. Okay?
Okay. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
So now the time is to leave you some time to ask questions if you have some before closing. So I don't know how also that will work. I at one point saw a hand up, but I don't know how to see that. I think I will leave that to Debbie and Wendy to check. Otherwise, I had something to say, but I forgot. Yeah, I wanted that maybe we all open our cameras and I take a picture of everybody who is still there. So can we do that like this? We see each other. Yeah, great. I will stop sharing my screen so we can better see everyone, and then I will take a picture. Yeah, perfect. Yoo-hoo! Because normally there is this option. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you. And now I have to check.
People from all over.
Yeah. There is this option when you can take a picture. Anyway, I will take it like this. Print screen. Old school. Yeah. Let's go. It's like a selfie, but another way. Yeah. Thank you. So now that you are all there, if you have questions, maybe you can just open your mic and ask. We are going the right way. And if not, I will share my slides about the closing session. Marisa. Yeah, please. Marisa?
Yes, hi. Can you hear me
Hi.
okay?
Yes.
First of all, this is my first meeting, attending a first meeting, and I'm very thankful to hear the wonderful progress you guys have made, and I'm excited to get more involved with the group as well. I guess my question is there any direction being made to get into academia in terms of having more college degree options or more at a foundational level, One Health options available? I have a master's of public health. I'm also a licensed veterinary technologist, and I plan on pursuing my DRPH. But my the programs I've looked into, I've had to ask them, do you have anyone with One Health experience? So that I know that I have a mentor available at that college or university that has some understanding. And I have to say, there's a lot of people who I've encountered that have never heard of One Health. So that tells me at academic level, there needs to be more options available. And I'm just curious if there's anything being done in that direction to try to get curriculum at that foundation level for degrees. And thank you for so much too for allowing me to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Severine,
Marissa?
I can take that one. This is Cheryl.
Please go ahead.
So please go over to the One Health Commission's website, to the Who's Who maps, and also to the opportunities bulletin boards. A lot of programs are actually posted there that you can go and find out what academic programs are actually being framed in One Health. So those Who's Who in One Health organizations, academic organizations, can be really useful for you. There are so many academic organizations that are creating programs that are framed in One Health. Your experience, though, of finding a lot that are not yet familiar is just a sign of how much work we still have to do. But the Who's Who map on the One Health Commission's website will kind of point you to some of the academic organizations that are really creating PhD programs and master's programs. In fact, I have faculty that are very well grounded in One Health. Does that help at all?
Yes, it did. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I had looked into on the website before, and I did get some direction for where to go for the website for additional information on my own. The DRPH program or PhD program is where I feel like I'm just not seeing a lot there. And I'm not saying, I know this is something that is One Health is a newer concept to many people. It's actually been around for quite a while, but formally it's a newer concept. So, but I'm hoping, and especially if you plan on having a working group with that, that's something I would like to get involved with too, so that more professionals are aware, because if we're talking about the next generation of something, it needs to start at the foundational level so that we're all familiar with what it is. So thank you so much. I appreciate your answer, and I'm going to go back and look again to see what's been added. So thank you so much.
I'm just going to add to this. First, I have to say hello, Marissa. It's nice to hear your voice. This is your former professor, Dr. Wendy Ribb. So one of the things that Debbie Stone's going to be doing is sending out a survey that also, in addition to the working groups you've mentioned, are asking ideas for starting new ones. So that'll be an opportunity to share that if you want.
Awesome. Thank you. And nice to hear your voice too, Dr. Ribb. It's been a while.
And could I just add in that Perry just sent a note in the questions, the Q&A. She suggested University of Alaska, University of Florida, Texas A&M, Ohio State, Penn State, Colorado State University, many of them globally, and globally up here in Canada, the University of Guelph has a huge One Health initiative.
Yes, and also I see synergy with the mentoring and membership group, maybe, because they also wanted to target the academia field. But let's see. I see another hands up. Dr. Human Javet, please. If you have a question, you can open your mic and we are all yours. But maybe it's okay. Maybe it's just
If I may, if I'm
yes.
interested to join one of the groups, my name is Marianne. If I'm interested to join one of the groups, how do I go about it? Will you be sharing the emails so that you can contact the people that just presented, or how does it work? Thank you.
Okay, I see. Apparently it's me. Concretely, yes, you can send an email to us, to the OHSS. I will put the email address on the chat, or maybe Wendy, because I've got my other screen busy. Debbie,
Right.
the
So
OHSS email address. So you can contact us and we can put you in contact with the group you are looking for. But also, Debbie is we are going to share around a survey where everyone could also choose and mention if they are interested to join one of the existing working groups, and also if they have other ideas or willing to take up another working group. And that will be sent through the OHSS email address. So you will, if you are here, so it means that you received the invitation for this meeting, so you will receive also this survey. But you
Wonderful,
can
thank
also,
you.
yeah, thank you, Marianne. Are you from Belgium or Holland?
Very close, yeah, the Netherlands. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, nice to meet you. Okay, I think we can close here. Maybe I will share last time my screen. So yeah, the main things to say is that the next membership meeting is going to be in June. We are going to send you the precise dates and the registration link in 2-3 weeks. We will soon also launch a logo contest. You can reach us by here is the email address when you anytime for any question, any suggestions, any ideas, you are really welcome to contact us. Also, we are trying to update the membership list with a bit more information. So if you can please fill in this form, and this form can be found on our HSS webpage in the beginning. When you see OHSS listserv, you click on it and then you can fill in the form. Voilà, I think I've said everything. I don't know from Wendy and Debbie if we need to add something. Besides that, thank you very much for attending, and we can't wait to see you again soon. And really, if you are interested in the working groups, our leaders are looking for support and ideas, and you are more than welcome. So thank you.
thanks everyone for coming. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Come again.
Thank you. Yeah, come
Thank
again,
you.
indeed. Bye bye. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Anda, you want to say something? No, I see you already. Maybe when we want to. Yeah, okay, I understand. It's to react. Bye. Thank you, Perry. Thank you, Malik.
Thank you. Have a
Bye.
wonderful day.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, I will close now. Bye.
Bye.